People can be blush blind, people can be concealer blind. I personally didn't know who Alandria was until today. I saw this comment and I did some research. I just don't watch reality TV shows. They stress me out. As somebody that has been concealer blind many times and still is sometimes, I feel like now is probably a good time to share what my concealer routine is. For the purpose of today's look, I'm going to be using the Saie Slip Tint Concealer in the shade 21 and the Pat McGrath's Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Concealer in the shade MD 28. There are many reasons why her concealer looks the way that it does. On an island, she tans. Your skin and the way that you get darker changes depending on where you're at. When I was in New York, I didn't get any darker after spending lots of time in the sun, or I didn't get that much darker. But then in Singapore, I got a lot darker. Your skin's undertones definitely does as well. So I feel like finding out what your undertone is very helpful, because then you can easily decide what tone of concealer you use. How you find the right concealer for you that I was taught is you have your concealer shade. So I have this concealer, but that's the exact same shade of my skin. You have that, and then you go one up, which is this, for slightly brighter, and then you go up again for your brightening concealer if you want a bright look. If you don't and you just want to keep it like this, you can literally just go one step brighter and that's it. I had people telling me that my concealer, under eye concealer, was too bright. Was it too bright? Yeah. Was too bright for videos. Were my flash photos phenomenal? Yeah, they were. Different forms for different functions. This is in the middle of what I would do, because lately I've been taking it maybe 2 steps lighter than this. I've been enjoying it, and that's what I did in this last video that somebody commented on. This concealer I'm only applying here. This is probably as bright as you'd go if you're not wanting it to look too insane in all 3 settings: real life, videos, and flash photos. Brush with no product on, just to kind of pick up the excess. This is what I've been doing, and my concealer has been creaseless. I have been using the Huda Beauty Cinnamon Bun Easy Bake powder from Givenchy. Sometimes I use these both together. Lately I've just been using only this one. If I've gone with a almost white concealer, I'll pop this one on so that it kind of like evens out the color, if that makes sense. And I feel like that is kind of what helps me, at least, avoid having an under eye that is just like the color is kind of crazy and doesn't blend with the rest of my face. If your powder is starkly different to your original skin tone, it will look a bit odd. Adequately brightens without changing the color, making it too cool, too warm. My first layer, just kind of everywhere. Grab a lot and just kind of swipe it under. Swipe it under. Kind of go into the nose a little bit. I'm gonna let this bake whilst I quickly do the rest of my makeup, otherwise I'm gonna be late. Okay, we're popping back over. Brush with no product, just to swipe it off. I feel like this, correct me if I'm wrong, I feel like this gives the brightness that lots of people are after when they start doing like lighter concealer and lighter concealer and lighter concealer without actually adding any color. Okay, so this is the finished product. This is what the makeup is looking like. That's just my 2 cents on the under eye concealer situation. Digipics are about to go hard. Hello, I thought I'd check in. It's been a couple of hours later. This is what the concealer is looking like. Still nighttime. This is my phone's back camera flash. Hey, pretty solid concealer routine, if you ask me. Anyway, bye.